Hey guys, since we're launching this video on Halloween, we thought it would be super fun to take you through a Halloween themed exercise called the Monster Walk. So aside from obviously being a really fun exercise, the whole purpose of the Monster Walk is to put emphasis on your glutes. And those are the muscles that we're gonna be primarily using during this exercise. So to do the Monster Walk, you're gonna need a mini band. I'm gonna be using a 13-inch mini band from Clench Fitness today. When you're picking out the appropriate mini band, what I want you to think about is how we're gonna be using it in this exercise. So when we do this exercise, we're gonna bring our feet wide and we're gonna keep our knees out, okay? So you wanna choose a mini band that allows you to keep your knees in an outward direction without folding in on yourself. So if it's too heavy, your knees are gonna fold in. So try to choose one that's gonna allow you to keep those knees pointed outwards. All right, so the first variation that I'm gonna show you is gonna be a forward-backward monster walk, okay? So we're gonna place the band just above our knees. We're gonna bring the legs nice and wide, and then I want you to squat down slightly, and you should already be feeling those glutes engaging. If you're not feeling them, I want you to think about really pushing those knees out, and I want you to think about pushing those knees out throughout the entire exercise. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take steps forward, keeping those knees out, and backward. So the one thing that I want you to be cautious of is that your knees are staying over top of your ankles throughout the movement of this exercise. And the reason for that is if your knees are starting to turn in, you're not engaging that glute anymore. And this exercise is to strengthen those glutes. So the knees should stay over the ankles as you're moving through this exercise. So if you're noticing that your knees are kind of trending in, that would be a sign that you should probably choose a lighter band so that you're continuing to engage those glutes. All right, so the second variation of the Monster Walk is gonna be a lateral movement side to side. So we're gonna start by getting into that same position like we did with the first variation, where our feet are nice and wide, knees are pointed outward, we're squatting down into the movement, and now we're gonna be taking small steps side to side. And the reason why we're taking small steps is because we want to keep that resistance in the band, so that way we're keeping those glutes engaged. Now, one thing that I do myself is I start to creep up as I'm doing this exercise. I want to remind you, stay nice and low as you're doing this movement to keep those glutes engaged. So obviously you should do this exercise on Halloween, but other than that, we would recommend including it in your weekly workouts, maybe 1 to 2 times a week, and aiming for anywhere from 10 to 20 reps in every direction that we showed you today. The other thing that you want to keep in mind is as those glutes are getting stronger, you're going to need to increase the size of your band. So make sure that you are appropriately increasing the band so that way you are appropriately continuing to work those glutes. All right, you guys, if you like this content, I want you to like this video, subscribe to our page, and if you have any feedback for us, comments, questions, please put them down in the comments box below. We'd love to communicate more with you, and we'd love to know what else you'd like to see on this channel. So thanks for being here.